Hey guys, welcome back to the King's Corner, episode 40 of the KingsCast. I cannot believe we are at episode 40 of the KingsCast, but here we are. Good to see all you guys. We are live on the KingsCast. I hope all you guys jump on very soon. We're going to talk all things Bethesda as always. And I hope all you guys are doing well tonight. Let me get all my technical stuff taken care of. I am without the Mississippi Queen tonight. I'm without the Wolfman, so y'all bear with me as I'm answering all this stuff all by myself. Howdy, 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 Danny Ray. How the Skyrim Lord 13. Good to see you guys jumping on already. Again, y'all give me time to answer a little bit easier on me tonight. We're going to talk some Bethesda. Of course, we'll talk Fallout 76. We'll talk Starfield as always. We'll talk Elder Scrolls because the Elder Scrolls 25th anniversary. We got to see some of that at PAX. I'm sure y'all want to talk a little bit more about that. We've got some more information about the Outer Worlds coming out this week. I definitely want to talk about that. A lot of people were really excited about the Outer Worlds. And then we got to see a little bit more of it last week at PAX. I want to know what you think about that. It seems like maybe people aren't quite as excited as they were at first about the Outer Worlds, but I want to know what you think about that. It's an Epic Store exclusive. We've got Borderlands coming out now. Borderlands 3 coming out this year. That's another one added to the list. Man, we've got a lot of stuff going on in gaming, a lot to talk about, but this is a podcast all about you guys. It is driven by what you want to talk about. So whatever you guys want to talk about. How you doing, Mr. Sinister? Good to see you, sir. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. By the way, it is storming here. If the internet goes a little slow, let me know. But hopefully the internet's okay and stable because one storm has passed through and maybe it's a little bit easier now and it won't be as bad. So post-apocalyptic pep. That's Heath, right? I think I remembered that. Good to see you. There's Timmy as well. Great to see all you jumping on. Mr. Wicca as well. Y'all remember to pop that like button as y'all are jumping on because y'all know you're going to like it, right? You know you're going to like the podcast. Yep, it's Heath. I thought it was Heath. Sinister said, what is your opinion on the repair kits? I knew we were going to talk about the repair kits. And there's Dom. Hey, just Dom. What's going on, bud? It is that time of the week. It is, brother. How are you doing, sir? My opinion on the repair kits. I actually and y'all know I'm Mr. Positive. I think it is right on the line. I think it concerns me a little bit. I really don't want to see them go down the road of pay to win. I don't think it's pay to win, just that in of itself. If you're on the adventure side, I don't think there's anything wrong with the kits at all. Now, bear with me in my explanation, okay? If you're playing on the adventure side of Fallout 76, there is nothing wrong with the repair kits being in the Atom Shop. Nothing at all. It's the PvP side is the problem. The PvP side is the competition side. Now, this is the side that really I don't get into, but this is the side that there's going to be an advantage in, okay? And this is where there could be a problem with these kind of things. If there's ever going to be a problem with those kind of issues, it's going to be on the PvP side. And that's why they're talking about it being a slippery slope when you put those kind of things in for money, okay? Because when you have PvP with leaderboards and those kind of things, then you're going to get people spending real money to get an advantage in those areas. So that's why I believe that's a very slippery slope. And I also know that Bethesda did say they're going to keep it cosmetic only. So I do not like that they said that they were going to keep it cosmetic only. So with those two issues, I don't like it. Now, I'm not all up in arms and outraged either, okay? I'm mature enough to go, it's their game. They can do what they want to. Understand this, guys. It is a business. They may make a business decision that they have to do this for money for the game. They may have to go back on something. You know, it's like, I hate to bring politics into this, and I know a lot of y'all will be too young for this, but years and years back, there was a president that says, read my lips, no new taxes, and he had to go back on it. Of course, it cost him the presidency, but he really meant it when he said no new taxes, but he had to go back on it. This is Bethesda's game, bottom line, and the microtransactions are there to pay for the game, to keep the game free for us, okay? That's the bottom line. And all of those microtransactions are, you don't have to buy them. That's the good thing about them. We don't have to buy them. And it keeps the content free. So that's up to Bethesda, and it's a business decision. Now, it can definitely come back to bite them. We can say we don't like them. It can cause an uproar in the community, but it's definitely their decision, if that all makes sense. I hope you got something out of all that. Danny Ray says, I'm so hyped for Borderlands 3. Danny, what do you think about it being an Epic Store only title, just like The Outer Worlds? What do y'all think about this Epic Store only, this Epic Store exclusives? And by the way, with that, I do want to talk about The Outer Worlds for just a minute. And I know we're going to talk more about the repair kits. There's no way we can't talk about the repair kits, even though I would like to push those under the rug and not talk about them anymore. But The Outer Worlds, how many of you saw The Outer Worlds at PAX? The Outer Worlds, the gameplay of The Outer Worlds. A lot of it looked real chunky. Is that a good word? Now, I know it's not finished. I know it's still in not even beta form. It's probably in alpha form, but it looked really chunky. It didn't look near as good as the trailer looked. There's going to be no crafting in the game at all. Now we're hearing that it's going to be less than 40 hours in length of a game. The companions cannot carry any of your equipment. There are a lot of things that are coming back that people that are used to Bethesda games are going to be like, wait a minute, I'm just saying, all those people that jumped and said, this is the game that's going to beat Bethesda. I don't think so, guys. The Skyrim Lord says, talking to Dom, your impression of the Fallout 3 remake mod. Yep. Let's see. Dom says, I'm good. We should be playing Fallout 76, though. I added stuff to his camp. All right, I'm ready to see your camp mod. Your camp, Dom. Great. Awesome. Sinister said maybe they will take all of the feedback about them and not have them in the Atomic Shop. I agree, Sinister. Believe it or not, and I've been a little critical of some of the bigger YouTubers, but I honestly love the way that Maddie actually handled this. He actually handled it very, very well, and I have to give him credit. He did not call it pay to win. He actually said it's not pay to win, but it's close, and he almost said the same thing I'm saying. So I was very pleased with what Maddie said about it. Y'all might go check him out. And I don't normally say that, so I was very pleased with that. Psycho says, I think to avoid the drama, BGS shouldn't put them in the Atomic Shop. I agree. Skip the drama outright. I agree. Again, the only reason they might be doing this, it might be a money issue. That's the only reason I could see it. The post-apocalyptic pep. Do you want me to call you that, or you want me to call you Heath? Don't say anything, but the Mothman is right behind the king's right shoulder. Oh no! Is it the vengeful Mothman? Speaking of the Mothman, I do have something to give away, and it's not the Mothman, but I do have something to give away. I don't know if y'all can see this. It is a Fallout Astoundingly Awesome Tales, The Science Gone Mad, My Brain and I puzzle. I know, I'm not rich, guys. I'm not rich, but it is a Fallout, real Fallout, licensed Fallout puzzle, okay? This is mine. But I did want to show y'all. I got this today. But this, I'm going to be giving away during this podcast. If y'all will stay and listen to the end of the podcast, I will be giving this away to one lucky listener. And we're going to decide through the podcast who to give this away to. So y'all help me decide who or how to give this away through the show. So if you like puzzles and if you like Fallout, and of course that's one of the magazines in Fallout, we will give the puzzle away through the show. So I just thought that would be fun, and I'm going to try to be giving y'all little prizes from now on every once in a while, when I can afford it. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think about Borderlands 3. Tell me what you think about the Outer Worlds. Both of them being Epic Store only. I thought that was interesting. Sinister said, I hope most people don't buy them, being the repair kits. Now, remember, but the repair kits are going to be available in the world and in the Atomic Shop. The basic ones are going to be available both in the world and in the Atomic Shop. Skylum Lord says, not really interested in it, to be honest. Never have been. Danny Ray says, I mostly play on Xbox, so I am okay with it. It stinks for my pals who only use Steam, but Borderlands will be on Steam in 6 months. So it's not the end of the world, but that's just me. Guys, this goes back to what we were talking about with Starfield. Get ready, Dom, to say, Starfield. I believe Starfield, again, is going to be some kind of Xbox exclusive for a time period. It may not be 6 months, but it will be a certain Xbox exclusive for a certain amount of time. Y'all mark my word. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but I am making a prediction that Starfield will be an Xbox exclusive for a time period. And Dom, you just think about it. Every other BGS game has been an Xbox exclusive. It's going to be. It's going to be. It may be only for 2 weeks, but it's going to be an Xbox exclusive for a certain time period. They have some kind of contract, but we'll talk about that more in just a little bit, I promise. Let's see. Let me catch up. Heath says, King, where are you finding the cool Fallout stuff? I have, and I want to give them a plug anyway. I have the coolest store to shop at in Arkansas. And by the way, they do have an online store. They have an eBay store, and I encourage y'all to go check them out. They do not sponsor my show, but if y'all start buying stuff from them, they might sponsor my show. They are called Double Header, not hitter with a T, but header with a D. Double Header. They are my game store that I buy everything from. I buy my computer there. I bought my TV from there. I buy everything from there. They are the coolest game store ever. They are the coolest guys ever. I've even had one of the guys from there on the KingCast before. If you remember, Drake has been on the KingCast before. Very, very, very nice guys at Doubleheader. But they have an eBay store where they have some of their special, real special rare games. So y'all check them out on eBay. They have some of their steel books and stuff that I drool over, that I really like. Let's see. Dom, I'm telling you, I promise. Let's see. Where Dom would do an angry rant if they do that. Psycho says I'll wait for the PS release. Well, they did the same thing with Fallout 76. They did it. What do you see every time you see a trailer for Fallout 76? What comes up first? The Xbox. Buy it first on Xbox. Play it first on Xbox, right? They are under contract with Xbox. They have a contract with Xbox. Where did Todd Howard came out on the Microsoft stage and presented Fallout 76? I'm telling you, and we talked about this a little bit. I believe it was last KingsCast. I don't believe that was just for Fallout 76. I believe they have future plans, and it is with the new Xbox. I believe it is with the future Xbox and with Starfield. They've got something big in the works. And again, we're not talking about a 6-month or a full exclusive, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about what they've always done. A 2-week exclusive, a month exclusive, however, what they've normally done with Xbox. They always give Xbox the first crack at it. Every DLC, Xbox gets it first all the time, and it's going to happen with Starfield too, but it's going to be very special, and they're going to publicize it big time with Starfield. I'm telling you, just like they're doing big time with Fallout 76. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger with BGS and Xbox. It really is. They are really partnering together. So, Dom, I can't wait for your rant. The angry Dom rant. Hey, Ghost Fixture, good to see you. Heath says the AAA studios seem to be doing a lot of exclusives these days. Yes. Hey, Manos, and that gets me back to, again, you've got Borderlands 3 and The Outer Worlds, and I really want your guys' opinion on this. Both of them are going to be Epic Game Store exclusives. I believe both of them are for 6 months, correct? I know Borderlands is 6 months. Hey, Lady Braven, you've been gone. I've been missing you. I have cried. I have cried for weeks. Good to see you. I believe one of them I know is a 6-month exclusive, and I'm not sure what the other one is. But I know they're both Epic Game Store exclusives, The Outer Worlds and Borderlands 3. And I know people were up in arms when they announced that The Outer Worlds was going to be an Epic Game Store exclusive. Well, when they announced that Fallout 76 wasn't going to be on Steam, people went crazy. You know, I'm kind of glad that Bethesda just announced all their games was going to Steam, like I really thought they would. Let's see. Ghost Fixture said, I just pre-ordered Rage 2 yesterday. Yes! Did you just get the normal, or did you go and get the collector's edition with the big Leon head crazy thing? That's pretty neat with the big, what's his name? His name ain't Leon, but I can't remember the big thing that hangs on your wall and talks to you. I've got to get that thing because my wife hates that thing and I want it. Dom says, on lighter news, I'm editing a brand new cover using my new camera. Can we know what song it is, Dom? Or is it a surprise? Mano says, of course, they went with Steam. They had enough outrage on their hands already. Couldn't afford an Epic one as well. Ha ha ha. No pun intended, Manos. Manos, I believe from the very start, Bethesda had that planned. And y'all heard me, if y'all listened way back, that they were going to take about five or so months with Fallout 76 and then put it on Steam. I believe that was their plans from the very beginning. So I really, really think it was. Dom says his new cover is from Fallout 4. So we will be anxious to hear what that is. And by the way, I don't know if y'all have watched his new Elder Scrolls video, but it is blowing up. It is like over, how many thousand is it up to now, Dom? It's going crazy, but it's doing great. Congratulations on that. That is wonderful. Just wanted to tell you, congrats on that video. It's doing wonderful. Lady Braven said she has been keeping, AS has been keeping me down late. Oh, I'm so sorry. So very sorry. Well, it's so good to see you back. So good to see you back. Ghost Fixture said I had to get 4 games as well, so it made it difficult what I needed to get off my list. You know, with Borderlands now added and the Outer Worlds probably coming this fall, again, that is so many games this year, especially if Cyberpunk comes out this year. You know, then if Starfield doesn't, of course, I don't think Starfield is coming, but if Starfield does, that's just outrageous. How many games are coming this year that are like major have to play games? I don't know how we're going to get through them all. It's unreal. But with Borderlands and the Outer Worlds, I'm gonna wait until they get off the Epic Store. And to be honest, and I'm gonna go back to the Outer Worlds just for a minute, and I'm not beating up on it at all. I love Obsidian, I love Fallout New Vegas, but I am not happy with what I'm seeing with the Outer Worlds. I was not pleased with what I saw from PAX. Because I love crafting, and I hate that there's no crafting in the Outer Worlds. I hate that your companions cannot carry your stuff. Now, I know what Obsidian's good at. They're good at the choices, and that's what that game's going to be all about. I understand that. But there's going to be a lot of aspects of a Bethesda-type game that the Outer Worlds is just not going to have. And it's going to be a very, very short game. And again, it looked awful chunky. Chunky's not the right word. It was just jerky. I hope it needs to get a lot smoother. They need to smooth that game out in a lot of areas. And I hope they do, because the trailer looked great. So I hope they do. Let's see. Ghost Fixture said, especially with Gears of War 5, yes, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order makes it so hard to choose in September. Absolutely. There's 2 more that we haven't talked about. Mano says, can't wait for Rage 2. I watched the more recent gameplay video, and I was like, whoa. Yes. My only problem, Manos, and I'm going to tell y'all again, because y'all know how positive I am, and especially when it comes to Bethesda games, but I want y'all to hear this from me. Beware, beware, beware of the driving of the vehicles in Rage. I'm very, very scared of how the vehicles are going to handle in Rage. They do not look good. They look very... the handling does not look good in the vehicles, and in all of the demos, they're not letting anyone do the vehicles. They're keeping people away from the vehicles. So I'm very, very worried about the vehicles. And now I'm noticing in all of the gameplay footage, they're showing the hovercraft. Have y'all noticed that? They're almost exclusively showing the hovercraft. So I'm really worried about the vehicles. I hope they do something good with the vehicles, because I've really been worried about the vehicles in Rage. I hope they get those down really well. Let's see. Manos, about the Outer Worlds. Don't forget that Obsidian doesn't have Bethesda's budget. It's more of a big indie title. That's right. And we've got to keep in mind, again, what they do good. They are the choice. They are the true RPG. And that's why I did that video on, I hope expectations don't hurt the Outer Worlds. When everybody was thinking that the Outer Worlds was going to kill Bethesda, it's not going to. They cannot compete with a Bethesda game. They they can do the choice and the line of choices better than anybody. That's what Obsidian does well. And that's why, again, Fallout New Vegas was one of the best games ever, and there probably will never be another game like it ever, because it had the best of both worlds. It had the best. It had Bethesda aspects in it. It had all of what made Bethesda good, and it had all of what made Obsidian good put together. And you don't have that. Now you have either a Bethesda game or Obsidian game. So everybody's craving that New Vegas, and they're either getting Obsidian or Bethesda, you see. So Dom says, although crafting is a new trait from BGS, since Fallout, crafting never really had been a part of Obsidian titles. This is true. It is something that I love, though, Dom. You go back to New Vegas and even Fallout 3 for that matter, and you're absolutely right. Crafting was not hardly a part of it at all. And you go, Fallout 4 really changed all that. And I fell in love with crafting in Fallout 4. I think that made a huge difference in Fallout 4. If you like that. Now that's, it's an opinion thing. Some people may not like the crafting aspect, but that's just something I love. I can sit there around camp and craft all day long. That's something I love. And another reason why I love Fallout 76, because it is so crafting heavy. As crafting heavy as Fallout 4 was, you even have more items in Fallout 76. Mr. Wicca says, do you think at E3 they say Fallout 76 be a single player, also a new game, without telling us, like the Elder Scroll Blades be on PS4 and Xbox One? Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to read that again. Do you think at E3 they say Fallout 76 be a single player also and a new game, without telling us the Elder Scroll Blades be on PS4 and Xbox One? Okay, Mr. Wicca, try that. I want to make sure I know I think I know what you're asking, but ask me again so I make sure I know exactly what you're asking me. Mano says, if Avalanche designed the vehicles handling the same way they did in Just Cause, driving is going to be just fine. Don't worry. Driving was awesome. Thank you, Manos. Yes, Avalanche did. And of course, they did Just Cause and Mad Max, which I've never played those games in full. So I'm glad to hear that. Very glad to hear that. Ghost Fixter says, I'm hoping that they feel all right. I'll probably end up walking everywhere like I always do in open world games. I love big areas in Rage 2. Well, the good thing about Rage 2 is you've got motorcycles, you've got hovercrafts, you've got all different ways of travel, even if the bulky cars or big trucks don't turn good. So that is a good sign. Nicholas, how are you doing, Nicholas? Good to have you with us. He says, I'm sticking with Fallout 76. Then we'll probably play Starfield. I love the BGS games as well, Nicholas. I will play Rage 2, some in between, though. But I definitely understand where you're coming from. Napoleon, hey, Napoleon, what's going on? Also in Fallout New Vegas, you got some Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 references in it. Absolutely, because you had some of the very people that worked in Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. And the people that made the Outer Worlds, they say 20% of the people that are making the Outer Worlds actually made Fallout New Vegas. So that's kind of interesting that 20% are still there. Heath says, Mr. Wicca, I believe Fallout 76 will get a relaunch this fall with either a single-player co-op mode, offline mode, or private server. Heath's trying to answer Mr. Wicca's question. Mr. Wicca was asking, I'm thinking probably about the Nuclear Winter and the Wastelanders and what they're going to show in E3, but he's going to ask again, so I'm going to make sure. Just Dom. Now, big question will be playing 76 today. I'm actually doing a live stream of 76 immediately following this KingCast. It will be on PC, so I need a couple of good, willing teammates. If you would like to team up with me on PC, I would love that. If you are not on PC, please watch the live stream. I would love that as well. So, live stream with the King will start at 8 p.m. Central Time right after this. So, you have a Saturday night that's just going to be full of the King. Y'all going to get tired of me, aren't you? And there is John saying you can pirate Epic Store games. No, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Manos is talking to just Dom. Freak Easy. Hey, Freak Easy, what is going on? Good to see you, sir. Another wonderful content creator on here. Most of y'all know Freak Easy, who does wonderful Fallout 76 content. That guy is a machine putting out videos. I don't know how he does it, but good to see you, Freak. Very glad you joined us on the KingCast tonight. Okay, Mr. Wicca. He was typing with one hand. No problem. It's my understanding. To play games, so you think Elder Scrolls Blades will be played on PS4 this year, and do you think Fallout 76 will be a single-player game too? Okay. Number one, Todd Howard has talked about Blades coming to the consoles, even coming to the Switch. That I cannot wait. Now, yes, I do believe at E3 they're going to at least talk about it. When that's going to happen, I'm not sure. Will it happen sometime within 2018? I'm not sure, Mr. Wicca, because you see, we're still awful early. We're still in early access. We're not even in full launch yet of Blades. So I believe they're going to kind of string it out. They're going to try to string this out before it goes to console and Switch. And it's just a PR kind of thing. I believe it'll be more toward the end of the year. Now, they may do it right before Christmas. I don't know. That might be a good time. Maybe fall. They may put out Blades on the console and Switch this fall, right before Christmas. That might be a good time. Now, this is not off information I know. This is a guess, okay? A lot of times I may have an idea, but this one's just a guess. Or they may wait until next year. But I do believe we will hear about it at E3. They will talk about it at least. But I cannot wait until Blades comes to the consoles. That's going to be great. And the Switch. That will be wonderful. As far as Fallout 76 being a single player, the only way it can be a single player is what we're talking about is a private server. And the only thing we've heard about that is the newest news about that is Chris Meyer, one of the lead developers at Austin, actually talked about it at the PAX East, and he brought it up. He was not asked about it. He brought it up on his own, and he said one of the things he's most excited about, one of the things he's most passionate about is bringing private servers and mods to the Fallout 76 community. Now, private servers would not necessarily be a single-player game, okay? You could play it that way, but understand it would just be... well, I don't want to go into the full thing of what hold on just a minute. Yes, Queen, you're on the air with the KingFanMan.
Oh, boy.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
You knew the KingCast was going on, right?
You know, I don't even know what time it is. This has been the craziest day, you guys. We tried to break a world record this morning. That didn't happen.
Oh, yeah. Tell them what you were trying to break a world record in.
So, our Junior Miss Wheelchair Arkansas, you guys know, go like the Miss Wheelchair Arkansas page on Facebook. But our Junior Miss Wheelchair Arkansas is Skylar Oberman. She is 13, and she and Ripple actually share the same birthday, just 2 years apart. And one of her bucket list items is to break the Guinness Book of, I guess, the Guinness World Record for the most moving wheelchairs in a line. So we attempted to do that this spring, and unfortunately, it didn't happen. So we're going to have to try
again. And to break the record, you have to have over 300 and something wheelchairs?
We have to have like 353 to break the record.
And you had over 100 and something today.
We had over 100, and we're way short, which is really sad because people with a disability gripe about people not being inclusive, and inclusive people gripe about, able-bodied people gripe about whatever. And I think I just took the wrong exit, maybe not. But anyway, it's a really good opportunity if you're anywhere close to Arkansas to come and bridge that gap between the walking and rolling worlds when it's rescheduled. Because able-bodied and wheelers can do it together. So you can be an able-bodied person and simply sit in a wheelchair during this time and move it. And it counts to break that world record. So hopefully we will get it broken the next time. And then Ripple had a race. It was the 40th anniversary of this race. And last year we had snow and sleet and rain on the day of the race and about 20-degree temps, I think.
And this year it's thunderstorms.
And this year we had thunderstorms, and so we had to cancel that race. Wolfman's Day did not go as planned, and he is home safe and sound. However, the great Elvis Aaron is missing.
Oh.
So our Houdini has gone on a missing act, and I was just going to let you know that I'm going home now to find Elvis Aaron.
To go find Elvis. Okay.
Yes.
Well, keep me updated because Elvis has left the building.
I know, right? Elvis has left the building.
Well,
truly.
Well, thank you for calling in.
I miss you guys. I hope you're having an awesome weekend.
Thank you, Miss Queen.
Love you, babe.
Bye, dear.
Bye.
Okay. Back, we were talking about private servers. Again, private servers does not mean, I remembered what we were talking about. Private servers does not mean single player games, even though you could play it as a single player because you could not let other people own your server. But there's so many other things you could do with a private server as well. So, so excited about a private server. Now, does Wastelanders or Nuclear Winter, does either of those have private servers in them? I don't necessarily think private servers is a part of either one of those. I think private servers is actually something extra that they are working on as well. It's one of those surprises that we talk about. Hey, Tony, what's going on? All right, let me get caught up. I showed off the Mothman because Lobster, is that how you? Yeah, asked to see it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Freak Easy took down his video on being mad. He was so mad he took down his video. Let's see. Mano says, so do you think Bethesda's planning on adding the fridges, which is refrigerators, the junk to camp sending, and whatnot in the Atomic Store too, because people will freak out even more if they do? No, I believe the refrigerators, the ammo and food converters, the being able to put your stash, your junk in your stash from a distance, display cases, all of those things are going to be added to the game, not in the Atomic Shop. They're not something we can buy. Those are going to be things just like player vending, just like the camera. Those are going to be things added just like the brewing station was. These are things that are going to be added just to the game. Also, just a little thing that I also believe taxidermy is coming very, very soon. You know, we had that in Fallout 4 where you had the heads of the Deathclaw and all that. I believe that's another thing that is coming very soon. So there is a lot of things, again, that they are working on that they've told us about. And there's a lot of things that they haven't told us about, that there's little surprises that they're going to sneak in. Those are not in the Atomic Store that we have to buy. Those are things that they're actually going to give us for free, Manos. Those are free things. Now, that is why, guys, that goes back to what I was saying. All of those things are free. That's why we have to have those dreaded microtransactions, okay, to pay for those free things. Now, whether we agree with what is put in the Atomic Store or not, whether we agree with the prices in the Atomic Store or not, that's all really Bethesda's business, and they've got to deal with the repercussions of that. It's up to you whether you buy anything or not. Thankfully, that's all a choice, and all the stuff that they give us is free. That's the good thing about it. Let's see. Lobster says, like the stream, keep up the good work. Need to get back to work. Very good, but remember, it'll be on tape so you can watch the rest of it later. Vault Girl, I think I said hello. I don't know, but hello. Let's see. Hopefully I said hello to Psycho because he's been there a long time ago. Tony says, just playing some Dead Rising and killing some zombies as he's listening to the KingCast. That's a good thing to do. Heath says, that's why I think Fallout 76 servers arrive this fall. Just hoping they aren't monetized. The private servers being. That's a whole other conversation as well. Remember, guys, if you weren't here at the first, we do have a little prize to give away if you stay till the very end. Y'all help me remember, or help me figure out a way to give this Fallout puzzle away at the end to some lucky. I mean, what is this worth? Oh, man. It's probably got a price on it somewhere. Made in China. I don't know. Okay. Do you think Fallout 76 is the testing ground for a Fallout MMO? Nicholas. No, I don't. I honestly think this is all they're going to do, Fallout Online. I really do. I think this is the way they want to go with the Fallout Online. I think they were very honest when they want Fallout 76 to last for years. And I truly like the model that they have. Instead of a massive world where you have who's calling at this hour? Where you have so many people on a server. The Negative Nancy Zone. It's Coach Toolshed. Hey, Coach. What was I saying? Coach got me befuzzled. No, the phone got me befuzzled. When you have so many people like on the ESO, I like it where you have 25 or less like you do on Fallout 76. Okay. Mano says, I don't mind what they sell in their own store. What I have an issue with is if they ever start forcing you towards the store by tweaking gameplay. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, it's up to me and you if we buy or not. I understand why people have a problem with it. I definitely understand why we have a problem with what they have said and now what they are doing. But Bethesda has to deal with the ramifications of that. Okay. It definitely goes against what they said they were going to do. There's no doubt. I mean, there's no doubt about that. They said cosmetic. It's not cosmetic. Do you think Fallout 76 is... Okay, I read that one. Mark. Hey, Mark. Doesn't ESO have a Prime, like pay-to-play for $12.99 a month that works just fine? Yes, I believe they do. I believe they do. And see, that's what I was saying, guys. It's Bethesda's game. They can do what they want. The problem is they came out and said they weren't going to do it. That's the only problem here, okay? And the other problem is, like I said at the first, if it was only the adventure side, there's really no big deal. The repair kits, there's no big deal. There's no big advantage, but it's the PvP side. When you have a competition with leaderboards, now you have a problem when you have people buying something that gives you an advantage. Does it make sense without me going into the whole deal? When you have an actual competition that is going on and you can purchase something for real money that gives you an advantage in that competition, then there's a problem. Okay. So the adventure side, there's no problem. Okay. Part 2, Mano said, for example, they add weapon repair kits in the store. What if they sneak in an update that makes weapons break more often and repair more expensively? Yeah, that would be awful. Hopefully they would not do that. That would be very terrible. Let's see. Yeah, Napoleon reminded us Fallout Tactics was an online game, but was way different. They did try an online Fallout game. Didn't last very long. Didn't do very well. Ghost Fixture said he's thinking of downloading ESO. I have tried it several times. It is a beautiful game. It's very pretty. I have a hard time getting into the gameplay. I do. Vault Girl says, if you think about it, Fallout toys and knickknacks made in China is slightly humorous. It really is. It absolutely is. Thinking about especially some of the rhetoric that comes out of Fallout and the posters and what is said about communism in China and stuff. Absolutely. Dom's talking about ESO has no subscription. It did at first. It does not now. Dom said he's sorry for the caps. He was yelling there for a minute, but now he's not. Let's see. Heath says, my Vault Boy bobblehead and dog meat plushie were both made in China. Okay, Coach Toolshed. King, it sounds like you're describing a paid advantage. What is another name for that? Exactly. Yes. The pay to win. Yes. There, I said it. Lady Braven, I hope they are rethinking that whole repair kit for Adam. I do too. And again, and it's what I was telling Coach about my video. Y'all go back and watch my video again. I need the views. I never justified it in my video. What I said is it's going to be interesting to see how Bethesda responds to this. And I am interested to see how Bethesda responds. And it's each of our responsibilities as individuals to tell Bethesda what we think about it. The only thing that I said in the video, I believe the major outrage that's going on is coming from people that don't play the game. The people that play the game, I've heard concern, and it's like, I really don't like that. Maybe we shouldn't do that. That's the attitude I'm hearing from people that play the game. The people that don't play the game are the ones that's going, this is trash, they've lied. There's a little bit of difference there. But Bethesda wants feedback. So let's give them feedback. Tell them this is not what you said. We don't want this in the Atomic Shop. If we all say that and they are good to their word at following what the community wants, let's see what they do in response. And I think Coach talking about their word, and I think that's that's the main problem. Again, going back on their word, but we have to ask, why are they doing this? Is it a money issue? Are they having money issues with the game? Why did they make this decision to do this? Is it just money, money, money? Are they needing the money? What is it? Bottom line, it's their game. They can do with it what they want. If they wanted to go this route, they should have never made that promise or said that. Or they should come out now and say, guys, we're going to have to, go this route. Certainly it's wrong to say one thing and go the other way. I would never justify going against your word. And that's why I say we need to tell them this is not what you said. And I don't want to see them go down this slope. I would rather it stay cosmetic items. In fact, I think the Atomic Store has been getting better. I believe the prices has been getting better. I like how they're doing the sales and some stuff in the Atomic Store. So I'm going to tell them exactly what I think. Nicholas says, will repair kits be dropped by mobs? If so, I don't mind them in the Atomic Shop. Yeah, they will be in the world. Both the basic and the improved will be in the world. They will be free in the world. And then only the basic, not the improved, will be able to be purchased in the Atomic Shop. So the improved one, that's where you can repair your gun to 150%. If you know anything about the perk system, there is a artisan perk where you can repair your weapon past the point of 100%. That is the improved repair kit. You can get that by killing the Scorch Beast Queen. That is one way they say you can get it. But you can get it free in the world. You can't get it in the Atomic Shop. You can get it only free in the world. The basic repair kit, Bethesda says you can get it free in the world and purchase it in the Atomic Shop. Okay? So it's going to be both, to answer your question. If they don't change their mind after all that's going on. Vault Girl says, I was surprised that weapon repair kits weren't in the game from the start. Me too, especially since you have the weapon degradation like we had in Fallout New Vegas. And Vault Girl, I think it was you that reminded us that the repair kits were in Fallout New Vegas. So why wouldn't they be? Mark says, LOL, sure, pay real cash for repair. Just use my luck perks to repair my weapon when maul you with that old death claw. Mano says the game probably underselling more than we realize. Selling the repair kits for real money sounded kind of random in my opinion. Also, don't forget they have bosses at Cinematic, corporate business bosses. Yes, again, guys, it's going to come down to business decision. They're making business decisions. Who's making this decision? Is this Todd Howard making this decision? I don't think so. It's coming, this is coming from one department within ZeniMax. So Todd Howard right now is busy working on Starfield. He's not even involved with 76 right now. Austin is the one doing the work on 76. So the ones doing all this microtransaction stuff, it has nothing to do with Todd Howard and his team and all that. And it is purely a business decision. And yep, they need the money. That's bottom line. They need the money. Let's see. Mano says they're probably pressuring BGS to make more money. Yep. To cover the projections that they promised to all the investors. Yep. Exactly what we were saying. Sorry about the rant. Yes, that is exactly. Just I honestly don't mind not having repair kits now that I've set up a good camp. Like I go back and forth and repairing and modifying my weapons, etc. I like it. I liked what again, I go back to, I liked what Maddie said. A repair kit does not give you that much of an advantage at all. It really does not. at all. It does give you an advantage. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making excuses here, but it's not that huge of an advantage at all. It's not like, ooh, I'm going to win the game because I have a repair kit now. This is not the end all. Ooh, I'm going to be the winner of all PvP matches now because I can buy repair kits. This would be something that I might have to use in an emergency situation. There are some times that I find myself out where I have stayed out too long and my gun breaks. We've all done it where we've stayed out a little too long and our gun breaks while we're in the middle of a fight, where we cannot fast travel at that very moment to go fix our gun so we can fix our gun at that instant. That's what a repair kit would be for right then. That's what we need a repair kit for. Napoleon says it was weird that in Fallout 4, it took away the weapon repairs, but Fallout 3, New Vegas, needs to repair. Now, if I'm right, y'all help me. Fallout 3 did not have weapon degradation. Did it? Did Fallout 3 have weapon degradation? I don't remember right now off the top of my head. Manos is talking to Dom. Zonderbunny, hey Zonderbunny. I'm interested to see if it's a one-off item or a recipe that we get from the Atomic Shop for repair kits. That's an interesting thought. Vault Girl says it did, so they did. I could not remember. That's how my memory goes. This is what I know about these repair kits. It's obviously a controversial issue. And let me boil it down for y'all, okay? And I think we're all level-headed here, okay? And again, the people that are playing the game, I have not talked to one person that is playing the game that is up in arms about it, upset. Most of the people that are upset, ranting and raving, are the people that are not playing the game. Those are the ones trying to make a big deal out of it. Do I like it? No. Do I like that they said one thing and went back on it? No. Do I wish that they would go another direction? Yes. But even if they go this direction, is it going to rock my world and make me cry and make me quit and all that? No, because I understand it is a business. I understand that changes have to be made. I understand that you even have to make complete changes in directions as well. Now, I wish they would come out and explain that. I don't know if they ever will, especially in the climate we are today. But it's a very, very controversial issue, and I hope they at least address it. I think we at least deserve that. The community at least deserves that. So, Mano says, Fallout 3 had weapon repairing for the first time. You used your repair skill to repair and upgrade your gun. See, I did not remember that in Fallout 3. I know it did in Fallout New Vegas, no doubt. But I could not remember that in Fallout 3. Okay. Dom says, yeah, it did, but you could repair it by breaking down another of the same weapon in the Pip-Boy. That's correct. Would y'all quit calling? Y'all quit calling here. I know you're calling. Zonder Bunny says, to be fair, I play it almost exclusively with Tale of Two Wastelands. Mr. Wicca says, hey, Rockstar did it on GTA 5 for extra money for free DLCs. Don't understand with this YouTubers cry over little things. Okay. Because people are out to get Bethesda right now. I'm just going to say this, guys. There were people waiting to jump on Bethesda for anything, And I guarantee you the next time Bethesda does anything this much out of whack again, they're going to jump again. They're just waiting. They're just waiting. Anything looks like it's out of whack, they're gonna post it on the ceiling. That's what they do. They won't give them the benefit of the doubt. There's not going to be let's be rational about it and let's talk about it. No, it's going to be name calling and spit slinging and everything else. That's what's going on these days. That's just the way it is. Heath says Fallout 3 had weapon degradation. You had to have a similar or same weapon to fix them. I still play Fallout 3 this day. Well, I played it just recently and I couldn't remember. I get them all so mixed up. Yeah, maybe it's Todd Howard calling. I should have answered. It probably was. We've talked about repair kits too long, and Todd wants us to get off the subject. Todd's calling with tickets. That's what it is. That's what it is. Absolutely. What else is going on in gaming right now? We talked about, we did talk about Borderlands 3. We talked about the Outer Worlds, both being Epic Game Store exclusives. I talked a little bit about what I thought about the Outer Worlds. I'm not quite as excited about it as I was after what I saw at PAX, but I'm even more excited about Fallout and the Elder Scrolls and Rage. Those got me super excited. I am excited about Borderlands. I don't know if y'all are. Yes, no crafting in the Outer Worlds. Your companions cannot carry anything. You can't give them anything. And man, that is if I can't give my companions anything to carry, I am a hoarder when it comes to games. I am awful. Bethesda made this rule where you can only carry 1,500 pounds of weapons. That was done for me. That was done for me. Mano says, KingFanMan, Cyberpunk will be all that's going on in gaming. No. Not true. Lady Braven says, weapon artisan fully ranked is 200%, so it's still an advantage to be mindful of condition and repair at home. Amen. I have the weapon artisan, and I guess mine's level 3, so I guess mine is fully ranked. So mine's still better than any repair kit. So repair kits wouldn't do anything good for me. Let's see. Anthem continues to be controversial. Yeah, Anthem is falling apart. Bless its heart. BioWare has had some very, very, very hard times. Let's see. Coach says it's not about jumping on Bethesda for me, King. Coach says. And Zonder Bunny says I should stop picking up boiled water. I have over 200. And Coach, please, I'm not always pointing my finger at you. I promise. Let's see. Nicholas says we will get companions in 76 that will help with weight. I believe that 100%. I've believed that all along that we will. Absolutely. Can I say this? And this is not at Coach either. There was one guy that kept telling me, I just do what I do because I care about Bethesda and Fallout 76. And I had about all of that I could handle because he's played it about twice and he cares about it. Don't tell me you care about it when all you do is slam, and you're not playing it. You're not ever saying anything good about it. You're not caring about it. Come on. Let's be at least truthful about it. Good grief. Napoleon says, so far now, I hardly play 76. I miss having companions following me and help shooting enemies. Oh, Legacy Killer. Oh man, I don't normally name names on here, but I unsubscribed from him a long time ago. In every title of his is Bethesda's Disaster, Bethesda's Disaster, Bethesda's Disaster, Bethesda's Disaster. You just go back and look through his videos. It's every week it's another Bethesda disaster, Bethesda disaster. It's like, come on, guy. I mean, that's all he wants is another Bethesda disaster. Oh, me. Mano says Napoleon, to be fair, in 76, you can have up to 3 companions who can actually be better at shooting than AI ones. That's absolutely true. Zonderbunny says, I also miss mobile junk carriers. I mean, companions. Yes, mules. Mules. Bless old Piper's heart. She had to carry more. I used to pile her so full. Oh, bless her heart. She had to carry everything. Other than the games that we played, how about Division? Anybody playing Division? Is there any Division players out there? Coach says, I don't care about 76, but I care about getting Bethesda back to making better decisions. Mark has a bunch of hearts. Just Dom says, so Shirley Curry in Elder Scrolls 6, what are we thinking? That is amazing. I think that was a super class move by Bethesda, putting Shirley Curry in that. I hope, I hate to even say this, but I hope she gets to see it. I hope she gets to be here and get to see it when the game launches. Coach says he's playing Division right now while he's listening to the podcast. That's awesome. So somebody else is shooting zombies and Coach is playing Division. That's awesome. Zonderbunny says, I always use the mod for Fallout 4 to give Dogmeat unlimited carry capacity. Oh, by the way, speaking of mods, have y'all heard of the new Skyrim mod called Tamriel Unlimited? This mod looks amazing. I don't know how many of y'all still play Skyrim or play Skyrim with mods. I still love getting on Skyrim and playing occasionally, and I always love playing it with mods. But Tamriel Unlimited is, just let me tell you a little bit about it. If anybody is interested in it, what it does is it expands on Morrowind. Where Morrowind was only the little island, it actually expands and takes in the whole territory and tries to fill in the whole territory of Morrowind. It is amazing. It looks amazing. Has anyone seen it? Has anyone seen anything about it? It looks. Oh, I can't wait to give it a shot and give it a try. It looks like one of the biggest and most involved mods that I've seen in a really, really, really long time. Vault Girl says she's seen it. I'm not sure if it's completed as of yet. I'm not sure if it's playable, but I believe it's very close if it is not playable. But it's called Tamriel Unlimited, and it is a mod for Skyrim. So y'all check that out. I believe you can go and look at a review from Fudge Muppet. I believe Fudge Muppet has a review of Tamriel Unlimited, and it's beautiful. It is a beautiful, beautiful mod. And if you're itching for a little Elder Scrolls, that might help you between now and the Elder Scrolls 6. I'm ready for Skywind and Skyblivion too, but they're not done yet either. So I just wanted to throw that in. That y'all may not be interested in that, but Coach says I'll be itching until 2023. I think it's going to be more than that. Do you think it'll be done by 2023, Coach? I'm looking. Let's see. Starfield is going to be here next year. And then, yeah, I mean, yeah. We're going to be itching a wall. That's why I said I hope Miss Shirley's still around. And I hate to even say that. Mano says, in other news, Red Dead Redemption is coming to PC, and it's probably also going to be an Epic exclusive. Dadgummit. Do I hear... I can't read. Ocean waves and all that other stuff. I can't read your... I was about to say I can't read your rights. Seagulls and ocean waves. Thank you. How is, by the way, never mind. How is the online doing for Red Dead? I heard it was a little bumpy. I haven't tried the online for Red Dead. How is the online doing for Red Dead? I heard it was having quite a lot of problems there for a while. Red Dead Online is DOA. Wow. And here was a game that was 10 out of 10. Oh, I'm telling you, online has a lot of issues. Okay, guys, are y'all ready for the giveaway of this awesome, expensive Fallout, real licensed Fallout, astoundingly awesome Tales puzzle? Yes, yes, yes. If you would like to be a part of this, let's see, how are we going to do this? Yes, yes, yes. Y'all want me to just ask you a Fallout question and the first one to answer it without Google wins? Or how do y'all want to do it? Somebody tell me a good way to win the KingCast prize. Type nuclear explosion. Okay, Manos wins. Oh. I think a good trivia. Come on, a trivia would be all right, don't you think? If y'all don't look at Google, you can't Google it or YouTube it. Manos is ready. Who else is ready? Who's playing? Who? Timmy, have you still not got a Foshnot beret? Okay, Timmy is on Xbox. If you have a Foshnot beret, an extra one, and you're on Xbox, please give Timmy a Foshnot beret. He needs a Foshnot beret. And if you have an extra one on PC, I would like one because I didn't get one either. Okay, let's see. Do y'all want to go easy, medium, or super hard? Heck no to which one? Vault Girl says hard. No, Vault Girl, I can't ask one hard enough for you, Vault Girl. You are too... Danny Ray says medium. We're all Fallout geeks. But I'm trying to do this off the top of my head here. Yes, you did, Zonder Bunny. You didn't give me one. I know it. Okay, let me think. Oh, I should have prepped this, shouldn't I? Oh, goodness. Let's see. I should have thought about this beforehand. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I think about something. Show prep, man. I should have thought beforehand. Oh, let's see. Let's see. I'm not going to do a year or date. I was about to do that, but that would be mean. You want names in a hat? Do you want names in a hat? Really? Would y'all rather names in a hat? Somebody said names in a hat. Would you rather a question or names in a hat? Come on. Y'all tell me real quick. It would be easier for me, yes, but I can think of a question. Vault Girl says questions. She's good. She's scary good. Names in a hat. Okay. I actually got something better than that. By the way, y'all hit that like button. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I had this little app that did it, but that's on Miss Queen's phone. Dadgummit. Okay, give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back. That's professional, isn't it? Okay. So what do you want to talk about while I'm writing down names? I don't think I can talk while I'm writing down names. Oh, thank you, Tony. Tony gets his name in there twice. Yep, Tony gets his name twice. Heath. Danny. Y'all keep commenting so I know that you're there. Did you move your man cave? No, I'm at my mother's house. You know, I come here and to check on her and take care of her son. I'm just at my mother's house today. Timmy. Nope, the King's Corner it's still fine and good. Well, there's a lot of people on here. That's a good problem, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna start naming names. Let me tell if I do not name your name, say something, okay? Zonderbunny, Psycho, Vault Girl, Dom, Tony, Heath, Danny Ray, Turtle, Timmy, Ghost Fixture, Coach, Ghost, Nicholas, Napoleon. Who else? Who else is here? Who else is here? I got Danny Ray. Did I say Manos? Did I not even put Manos? Yeah, I put Ghost Fixture. Anybody else? I put Walker. Mr. Wicker. All right, one more time. Zonderbunny, Psycho, Vault Girl, Dom, Tony, Heath, Danny Ray, Turtle, Timmy, Ghost Fixture, Coach, Ghost, Nicholas, Napoleon, Manos, and Mr. Wicca. Lady Braven. Anybody else? Anybody else? Going once. Anybody else? I did get Nicholas right. Nicholas. Yep. that necklace. Well, this is fun. Maybe I can get something more expensive next time. So, what are you going to do with the puzzle? Well, I'm going to put it together, King. What do you think? So, is there anybody going to play with me tonight on the live stream? Anybody got a PC going to play on the live stream? Anybody? 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 Yay! All right, we got one. There's two. Yeah, Napoleon, you're not quite ready yet, are you? Manos, you got a PC, don't you? Hey, where's Jacob tonight? There's a lot of people missing. Where's Vic? And y'all gonna have to go hunt down some of our regulars like Vic and Big T, and they're MIA these days. Okay. All right, it's almost 6 o'clock my time, so we've got a little bit of downtime before the live stream. I got a little bit of rest time. Okay. I'm going to put them in my pocket. How's that? Okay. Vic had a death in the family, so she's been kind of away for a while. Now, Big T, I don't know where Big T went. I know he's not really into Fallout 76, but you got to go tell him. We talk about other stuff. Okay, here we go. Are y'all ready? Question about Power Armor X01. Will only let me build for level 40. Is that normal at 50? No. Huh. That's strange. I'm not sure why that is. All right, the winner of the puzzle is... Oh, my word. It is Ghost. Ghost. It is Ghost. Ghost, you won. Where's the puzzle? What did I do with the puzzle? You won this super... There it is. You won this super expensive Fallout astoundingly awesome Tales Science Gone Mad My Brain and I puzzle. Congratulations. Hopefully we will have some more of those, and I'll be more ready. We won't take 20 minutes to do it next time. So thank y'all for indulging me that. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this KingCast tonight. I always enjoy getting together with you guys. We've talked some wonderful things. Is there anything else on this subscriber-driven podcast that you need to talk to the KingFanMan about before we go? Danny Ray says, King, you going to sign it for him? May be worth something when you get huge. Oh, yes, I will sign the box ghost for her. I bet she'll love that. She'll go, "Why did you mess up the box?" But yes, I'll put my signature on it, and she'll go, "What are you doing?" But sure, I will sign it for her. Absolutely. Thank you, Danny Ray, for that suggestion. I will do that. Absolutely. Anybody else have anything before we go? I enjoyed this so much. Y'all remember the live stream with the King we're going to do it in 2 hours. It's going to be at 8 p.m. That'll give us a little bit of rest time. Okay. It's going on 6 my time. So it'll be at 8 o'clock. This was a wonderful, wonderful. I love visiting with you guys. Always, always, always. You are the best subscribers in all the world. I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. Always. So you guys have a great night. Please join me back at 8 o'clock for the live stream. And we'll talk more Fallout 76. We'll talk more Bethesda and just be together. Y'all have a great night. See you at 8 o'clock. Hit that like button if you hadn't. Bye, guys. See y'all at 8 for live stream with the King. Bye, guys.